so boring. Heard about what? I hate her, I don't agree. I did it first, I give a fuck. I just want fun, peace, sleep, love. Happy, can you make me happy? Can you keep me happy?
Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Talkz, period. I feel like we haven't filmed in a while. It's because we didn't do the Wednesday episode.
We didn't do Wednesday. And we waited a little longer. We pushed back to film today's episode. So that's probably why I feel that way.
We just been going through it, and I've been really tired. I'm not gonna lie, my energy has been a little low, but that's because we're going through a little patch.
Yeah, we're going through. We're grieving.
Yeah.
So sometimes some days it's harder than others, and then when you're done going through that little process, you're exhausted. You're emotionally drained, so you gotta kind of re-up a little bit. But
I feel like your emotions is catching up with you. Yeah.
So we're here.
And we're queer, and we're I don't know, we're not queer, but get used to it, and that's just that.
Yeah, that's just life,
And then this is the next to last episode, so we got one more episode.
Yeah, we have one more episode in this season.
Yep.
And we're gonna be off, and we won't be back until January the 20th.
And I was, it was gonna be January 13th, but we changed it because I wanted it to be a full 4 weeks. So we can have like a full break, and then I could take a break from vlogging and all that, because y'all, I just haven't been motivated with the vlogging. So
hopefully the new year brings about fresh ideas and more energy, and just getting things done and starting anew.
Season 2, we do have like some ideas for the podcast, and hopefully they fall through, because I think they're really good ideas. So this week's episode is going to be talking about, are we living our best life? Are you living your best life? Are you living your best life?
Are you living your best life?
Are you living your best life?
And that can mean anything. It don't have to be flamboyant. It don't have to be anything. Living your best life can mean a lot of things, or different things to different people.
Right. So, which brings me to the question is, what is living your best life? What does that mean to you? And I feel like with these questions, y'all could take them and write them down and answer them yourself, because these are kind of like think piece questions. Like, what does living your best life mean to you?
Well, so to me, and first I'm gonna shout out my other daughter, Bree. She always talking about, y'all sound like y'all interviewing each other.
First of all, okay, we're working on that. This is our first podcast.
Yeah, we're working on it.
Okay, so get off of our backs. First of all.
Living my best life, at one point was going, now that my kids are mostly grown and not so dependent upon me.
You just called them young outside.
they don't have to be on my apron string so much. So they're self-sufficient, and I could just go home and then go to work, come home and take a shower and just lay out. And I could be done 8 before I got home, and I don't have to cook for anybody. Excuse me, because they can cook for themselves, and I can just come do what I want. I can watch TV. I don't have any responsibilities at the moment, and that's living my best life. When I was going to get massages twice a month, I really enjoyed that. So anything that brings, happiness and some type of relief to you, it could be. I'm not much of a traveler, so me traveling places on via airplane, that's not that does not make me calm, because I am scared of flying. So all I'm going to be thinking about is, oh no, I have to get back on the plane. So
things that bring you like peace
and calm and stuff like that. I don't like being on a boat. I don't like the water. That doesn't bring me joy. It may bring others joy, but it doesn't bring me joy at all.
Yeah. Okay, so do you still stand on that till this day?
I do.
Do you want to add in like anything new to your life? Are you open to trying new things that may bring you like a piece of?
I'm open to trying anything except for flying or being on the water. So I'm open for stuff. Anything that requires me to be on land. I'll drive a short distance, but yeah, flying and being on the water, I can't do it.
I think for me, like living your best life, like, okay, when I left high school, I thought I was living my best life, but I was making big money, you know, whatever. But like my adult life, I don't think I really discovered that too much yet. Like, especially since I've had a kid, I need to figure out, like, as a mom, what brings me joy other than my son.
Yeah.
So like things that used to bring me joy was like meditating and being in my spiritual journey, and like I was really into that, and that was something that really brought me like peace and made me feel like I was living my best life. But I think I'm still on a journey of finding that. Like things that I would consider me living my best life is like being stable emotionally, mentally, physically, stable, financially stable, and going out and trying like the new restaurants that we do. That's something that I consider living my best life.
I like doing that too.
And then just like things like getting myself mentally and physically healthy. I think that's considered me living my best life. But I really haven't found like what I really haven't tapped into that as an adult and as a mother. I really haven't. Don't know, because I'm just in a maternity space right now.
So. Well, as you are, you know, constantly exploring, it'll come to you. You may be like, oh, I like this, or I like to do that. So I just explore more. Just you know, cast your net out more so you have more options, and don't wait until your baby is grown or at a certain age for you to decide, oh, let me go find myself. I mean, I did that. So.
I know a lot of people that do that.
Yeah, and I wish I would have started, but, you know, hey, I'm learning, you know, back in 20 years ago, I was just fresh out of high school and stuff like that, so I didn't know any better. But now that I know better, I can do better, and I can kind of show y'all a better way. But, yeah, you don't have to wait until your baby doesn't limit you. You can still go out and do a lot of stuff and have an identity outside of being mom.
Yep, I was just about to say, I don't want to make my identity or my life just be like, oh, I'm a mom. Well, what are you? A mom. Yeah. That's it. I don't want it to be just that. Like, I want to be more than that. Like, I'm a mom, yes, but I'm also this and this and this. And I'm like,
first.
Yeah, period.
Yep.
Yeah. So are you happy with your life as of right now?
Well, okay, percentage wise, so I am, I want to say I am like 75% happy with my life. I have some things that I can do to get to 100%. You know, financial stability is one of them. And in order for me to gain, because I assess myself to gain financial stability, I need to like change my career path. So that's one. And also physically, I would like to lose 20 pounds. So I'm going to, you know, work on that. And I think those two will kind of get me closer to 100%.
Of being like
yeah, because because anything else, like my kids are grown, you know, that's the main thing, you know, getting everybody, you know, raised and becoming self-sufficient.
Percentage wise, I think I'm maybe 60. Yeah, I'm about 60, 65.
Yeah.
Only because like I have more goals to work towards. Like I'm really happy being a mom, but outside of that, I have so much more to work on.
Yeah.
Like I have goals. Like one of my big goals is to get a car and get my career. And when I get those two things, then I'll be set in life. Like I have nothing else to really work towards.
And your life is just beginning. You're 23. Your life is just beginning.
Right now, like in my 20s, my only two big goals is just getting my career and getting my car. And once that happens, then I'm really set until I'm about to reach my 30s. And that's when I'm going to work on like the big things. But I would say 65%. And then also like being consistent with my workouts. Like when I was pregnant, I was consistently working out. And then after I was healed up from pregnancy, then I did like a little 4-month workout thing, and now I'm just kind of slacking off. Yeah. So I kind of want to make next year like a consistent workout thing for me. But yeah, really that's pretty much Oh, and limiting my social media. It's like, oh my God. I know I've been on social media too long when shit starts to piss me off.
Oh, yeah. Mm-mm. I always have to take, like, a little break when I see too much of the same thing and it's stuff that just don't make sense. I'm like, yeah, it's time to take a break.
I know I'm being too interactive. So, like, right now, what are you doing to bring joy into your life for the upcoming year? Because I know everybody be 2024 or 2022 or this is gonna be my year, next year is my year for sure. But then I feel like people slack off. I know I'm one of those people, like, I'll get through it for the first 3 months and then afterwards I'm just kind of like, well, pushing it back, lazy, I got all year. So what are you doing right now to set yourself up for success in 2024?
Well, what I've learned this year is that this year time will pass you on by. Because this year flew by so
very
fast. I can't much remember
what I did.
Stuff I did this year.
The only big thing I know I did was have my baby.
Okay, and I got to sit back and think, well, what did I do? And so I want to start being very consistent with my health and with my weight. I am, like, the weight that I am right now, I just don't like it. So I need to get into a gym. So I'm going to have to purchase a gym membership because I need the equipment to kind of round out everything. I have to cut out a lot of sugar and all these other things and just really change and turn it into a whole lifestyle situation.
Yes. It's like, how do you do that though? Like,
you have to study, you have to research, and you got to find things that you like to eat. You don't have to take away so much, but just be in moderation. And, I like salads. So I'll add a little bit of chicken to the salad.
And I think having discipline.
And having a lot of discipline.
That's so hard when you're like surrounded by a lot of temptational things. Like,
I'm surrounded. I have to cook different meals, and so I'll kind of slip into that, or I'm tasting it, but I'm gonna work extra hard to resist that. I could be able to taste it, but I don't gotta eat it. I have to eat a bowl of it. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, what? You can taste it, but I don't have to throw it up.
No, I can taste it. If I'm cooking for the boys, I can taste it and make sure it's seasoned well.
Oh,
but that don't mean I gotta go get a bowl of it. See,
that's the hard part because now, like, y'all, we stopped eating Hamburger Helper, but the way she make it now, oh my God, it's like I have to have a bowl. It's like, I think my problem is I have to have a hand in everything. Like, just because you make it don't mean I have to go and eat it. Like, I think discipline is going to be my biggest struggle for next year, is really sticking to it and being committed to it. So it's like I'm trying to figure out what do I need to do to stick to my discipline.
Just find foods that you like and put a healthy spin on it. Like, if you like certain things, then if you like if you instead of ground meat, do ground turkey or ground chicken, put a spin on it.
Yeah, I think I've done good with that.
Yeah, and if you're gonna make the little bowls, then just don't use so much sriracha. Put a little bit, like a 1, 2, 3 drizzle. Don't use 3 cups or 2 cups of rice. No. Use a cup of rice, a cup of meat, more vegetables, and then you can kind of add a little extra sriracha. That'll, I'm gonna incorporate beans into my I like the Great Northern beans, white beans. So just writing stuff down, planning it out, and sticking to it.
You
want to do spin class? You to try to talk me into doing spin class?
Because
I'm gonna try.
Fun.
But I know my thighs is gonna be on fire.
That's the purpose. Okay? You said you want to lose a little weight with that.
I want to lose a lot of weight.
That works with your core too.
I want to, as long as my face doesn't droop out, because I know some people that lose weight and then they're fat. They have extra skin on their face and it don't look right. If I look like that, I'm just gonna eat a little bit more and pump my face out. I don't want to do that, but I don't think my skin will do that because it's tight. I have tight skin, so but yeah, that that's I'm rambling, but that's what I plan on doing.
I think I saw something where a girl was like, when it comes to working out, don't make it I have to work out like a chore. Do different activities to be like, I get to work out. today I get to do this today. I get to put into me today. Like when they be like, oh, well, you're on a break. How can I pour into myself today? Well, you want to work out. So why don't you, pour in yourself by working out? Go try a new workout activity. I think just getting to do something and getting to do your hobbies is a good way to keep at it for the year. So yeah, that's what I need to work on is discipline and commitment. And committing to stuff for me is a challenging thing to do.
And so is there anything else that you're doing to like bring joy or value to your life?
I think just studying what I like to do, like as a mom or outside of being a mom, studying what I like to do because I still don't know. I don't know. Maybe because it's just I've been in the house for most of my maternity leave and going to like little places like Target and stuff like that. But outside of that, like what are my hobbies? I think just studying that. So I really don't have the answer to that yet.
Well, I feel like once your baby becomes a little older and less dependent on you, you'll be going out to do your own thing. You know what I'm saying? And he's doing really well.
Y'all, let me tell you about my baby, okay? Let me tell you about my baby, okay? He's becoming independent. He is that guy. He is that baby. He's getting on the bottle. He just started eating rice cereal a few days ago. He's getting more into the rocking to sleep instead of falling asleep on the boob. Tummy time is a little bit challenging for him now because now I need to see, like, he's advancing a little bit faster. So I need to see how I can make it educational but still, like, keep him interested because he gets bored with it like 5 minutes in. And tummy time is just not his thing anymore. But I'm trying to put tummy time in so that he can work on his bones and his muscles. Yeah, he's sleeping right now. So yeah, it's just that. Yeah, that's my baby. That's
and you can do things now, and But so I really feel like as time goes on, you'll start to find yourself and find what you really like to do and kind of nurture that.
Yeah. So and I'm not really in too much of a rush. Just because, like, I'm really trying to cherish every moment of him being this size. Because I know I'm going to look back and be like, oh, well, I want to have another one just so I can experience this size. But, oh my God, no. So, yeah. What about you? How are you trying to add value? Like, find things that add value to your life? Like, you said the career change, and I know you was talking about, like, I really still think you should be a nurse, like a baby nurse.
I'm really thinking. I'm thinking about it, but it just takes a lot of time. It's a full-time commitment. Yeah. So I just have to figure that out. If I'm gonna say this, people that are able to get into the medical field, being a nurse, you're lucky to do so, and especially if you really like doing it. Yeah. I'm getting into it because that's something I really enjoy doing. Yeah. The money part is just, a bonus, but that's not my first.
And this is not your first time bringing it up. You actually went to school. Like, you started the steps to do it.
I did, and then when I just couldn't, I didn't have proper daycare for you all because y'all were still small then. So I had to give up on that and go into the corporate world.
But I be telling her all the time, y'all, like, he's about to wake up. There's no age limit on like starting your new dream or new career, and if that's gonna add value to your family and to your life, I think you should go for it. Yeah, we're fine. Like, your kids are all grown. Yeah, and we're less dependent on you.
So I know if I can get into that, I would never take advantage of it like some people do. I would never, I would never take advantage of that because I feel like you got to be a special person to really work in that field. So some people just do it just for
to
the
wear
money
the scrubs and the money, and just to be like, oh, well, I do this. Yeah,
yeah, and they're assholes.
And they're talking about that a lot on or at least on my TikTok feed, how there are nurses that just go into the field, or like people go into the medical field just to wear the scrubs and just to do this, but they don't really know what goes into it. And when they get to that, then they want to complain, or they don't like the job, or they treat the patients like shit. Yeah, but
how dare you? And then when people see you in scrubs, they give you a certain amount of respect that you earn. And people that are in that field and they're being assholes, you don't deserve that respect. But I'm gonna stop talking about that because I'm finding myself a little emotional. But I want to take steps to kind of do that. But I definitely want to just do more things, get out more, and go have more fun. Just like we kind of did doing now, just going out to the city center or going here and all of things. So that's what I want to do. I want to be more explore more next year.
Period. And that's just that. I feel that. So are there any new hobbies that you're going to be picking up this year?
Pole dancing. But I want to do it also because I tell you all the time, like, if I can learn how to do it and I can do a little routine, y'all ain't gonna know what to do with yourselves, okay?
But who is this routine for?
It's just for me, just to know that I've accomplished, doing that. But mainly I want to incorporate it for fitness as well. And I already talked about my weight and my professional. I want to work on mental health. Making sure that I take care of myself. Like for me, I enjoy getting my nails done and getting a pedicure and going and getting a massage. That's mental health for me. So it makes me feel very bougie and classy and stuff like that.
You're very upscale. Yes.
So,
hey, boo!
Hey!
Hey, Puddin'! I think for me, I would like to get back to reading books. I used to do 3 books a year, but I think I'm going to change it to a book every month, just so I'm not like, oh, well, I have time on my hands and this and that, because then I'll never finish the book.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to make it to a point where I'm going to do a book every month. Right now, I'm reading my Demon Slayer books, and those are keeping me entertained, so I think I'm going to do one of those every month.
Yeah.
And then have like an educational book every month or whatever. And then I used to, when I was at my house, when I was living alone, I would pick up drawing. So I think I'm gonna get back into that.
Oh yeah, I never realized a while ago when you first started doing it, I didn't realize how much of a artist you were. I didn't see that in you.
I didn't either. I picked it up because my sister was drawing. And I was like, okay, this looks a little cool. I want to try it too. Just like the whole anime thing. I wasn't getting it at first, but somebody put me on to a really good anime, and I was like, okay, I get it now. So, she inspired me there. Don't get too excited when you're watching this. So yeah, and then I talked about working out. I want to make that a hobby and not a chore. Yeah. I think when we make our hobbies chores, that's when it just becomes like...
You don't want to do it then. Then you're not going to do it. And I've experienced that too. So I'm going to make it like a part of what I do, my routine. Yes. And like, so I used to get up at 5, I used to get up at 5 o'clock when I was working at my old job. We had a gym in the building. I would go work out, wash up, go to work. And that's how I was able to lose that weight.
I think that even starting that, like, while we're here, because these places don't have a gym, but I think like waking up early to go on a morning walk,
I think that'll be refreshing.
That'll be so refreshing for the day, because you're getting the first air of the day. Yep. You're getting in your walking. And
that'll help too. Because then you're gonna because I also walk in the afternoons as well. So, but yeah. So and also make self-care mandatory, no matter what self-care means to you. Just whatever it means to you, make that a mandatory thing.
Very.
I think it helps.
Very.
Like on Sundays, we do is self-care Sunday. We try to not do much like that by way of chores and just kind of relax. I want to work on that.
Next year we need to work on that too. Like getting all of our chores done on a Friday or Saturday. And having just the Sunday for us. Yeah, if
that means staying, laying around in the bed and watching TV, that's because I used to do that too. Just lay around the bed and don't feel guilty about it. Get up. If all you're gonna do is get up out the bed to eat, okay. If that makes you happy, we gonna do that.
The Sunday, you know how on Sundays we used to eat like a healthy meal or something like that. I think we should do that too. Yeah. And I do miss going on our walks. Like I really miss going to the park.
Yeah, when the weather changed, it kind of
stopped
because it was raining a lot. It's been raining a lot, and so we're gonna definitely get back on that because I enjoyed that as well.
Yes. Yeah. Sorry, y'all. So yeah, that's pretty much our definition of are we living our best life? Yeah. And I think we tapped into a lot of things that feed into that too, and how we can work around that. And just know next season, y'all, we're gonna try to push it a little harder with the podcast. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been consistent with making sure I get the podcast uploaded on a regular basis, but I do try to make sure I get it uploaded on the days that it's supposed to be uploaded. So we're gonna work a little bit harder on that. But I like our podcast because it's something that's like a reliever. It makes it like conversation and just forget about what we got going on. So, yeah.
And it's easy to get on a schedule. Just, just make a schedule and stick to it like a job.
Yeah.
That's all.
Because my YouTube channel is like my second job. So, yeah, even though I don't get paid for it.
Not yet.
Not yet. Not yet. Not yet.
But it's coming.
It's gonna come. It's gonna come.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm really trying not to spill too much about season 2, but I'm really excited to come back stronger.
Oh,
so yeah.
This was our learning curve, learning about it and getting our feet wet, just diving in, getting our feet wet and figuring out how things go. You do really well on the editing. So, but yeah.
And I'm really trying to get into like the camera thing. Cause I just really enjoy editing. I love directing. Yeah. It's so much fun. So yeah, y'all, I think that pretty much is going to conclude this episode. Do you have anything else to say?
Short and sweet.
I've been missing out the walk with the men.
I really thought it wasn't recorded. But yeah, my name's Ray.
And this is B.
And this is another episode of Talkz. Bye.
Hey, Cardi being pippin', hey, Cardi being kick the shit in, hey, yo, give me a minute, be a need a minute, hey, Cardi walking, Cardi making get, hey, Cardi making hit, hey, we gon' need some linen, hey, we gon' need my jelly, make sure you ain't on linen, hey, make sure I got linen, hey, money out the ceiling, I been looking in, hey, what, we be getting in, standing, hey, what, I be at stats, bitches ain't no dealers, hey, I be at stats, bitches ain't no messes, hey, fucking on your baby, I'm a great baby, hey, what, 21, hey, sitting on 2 mil, hey, yeah, I got a deal, hey, might sign another deal, hey, get my partner deal, hey, if I go to jail, hey, money for the bill, hey, money on the scale, hey, give me a minute, yeah, I need a minute, hey, I'm a minute, I'm need a minute, hey, I'm gonna tell you, hey, Cardi being peppy,